Okay, right? In this, Pablo Neruda, the poet, wants to say that people today really need to introspect themselves. What is that introspection? That means little bit of soul searching. Okay, when you introspect yourself, that what have I done the whole day? Where I was wrong, where I was right. You need to introspect yourself, that I hope I did not do anything wrong in the day. And when can the proper introspection be done? It can be done in the night. Before you sleep, just introspect the whole day. What did I do? Did I hurt somebody? Okay. So the poet is talking about that only, and he wants that everybody should keep quiet for some time in his life and try to introspect himself, that you don't have to be aggressive every time. Okay, where the things can be solved with lots of love, there you don't have to be aggressive. This is what is the theme of the poem, this thing, keeping quiet. And we'll begin with the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. What does the poet says? What do you mean by to 12? That is the time frame which the poet has said, and everybody should follow that. Okay, and we all need to keep quiet for some time till the counting of 12, means 12 hours, half day, right? And till that time we all need to introspect ourselves. We all have to keep quiet. For once on the face of the earth, for once on this earth, this thing should happen. Let's not speak in any language. In any language, that doesn't mean that Marathi, Gujarati or Bengali, okay? It is, let's not fight with each other. Let's not be harsh with anybody. Let's not be aggressive with anybody. We don't have to talk in any language. That is the language which is used to fight, abusive language, okay? Here the poet means to that only. Let's stop for 1 second. Stop all the conflicts. Immediately stop all the conflicts. And not move our arms so high. And let's not move our arms so much. The poet says, stop all the harmful activities. Move arms doesn't mean that you have to move your arms like that, okay? He means to say no fights, no aggressiveness, no harmful activity against anybody. Got it? So, you understood this thing? Moving ahead. It would be an exotic moment. It would be really a loving moment when everybody will be quiet, okay? Peace will be there, okay? Without rush, without engines, nothing will work at that time. You stop all the fans in your room, the engines, the fridge, the AC, everything is quiet. Just imagine what will be that sight when everything will be quiet, total quietness. Without rush, without engines, no engines working, no motors working, no sound, no nothing. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. No one will speak at that time, and we all will be together thinking about each other, right? We will be introspecting ourselves and we will not speak in any language, okay? And no one speaks. Strangeness means where no one speaks. The condition will be so strange, and no noise, no sound, nothing will be heard. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. Now the fishermen will also not do, right? Now the poet is talking about the nature, right? The sea life, the water life. Even the fish will not be harmed. The fisherman is not going to catch the fish, okay? And the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Do you know the person who collects the salt, right? From the banks of the sea, right? Their hands really have cuts, and it pains when they collect salt. Zakhmo pe namak, right? So it pains a lot. So now, when there won't be any sound, there won't be anybody working at all. So this man who collects the salt, he will also sit leisurely, sit idly, and think about himself, think about his life, and that time his, these rashes on his hands or bruises on his hands, they won't be hurt, they won't be painful. So everything will be quiet, right? Nobody will work. Those who prepare green wars means wars against nature, okay? Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors. Okay, he's talking to the people who believe in war. Okay, war leaves nothing behind. Okay, everything is spoiled. Okay, so it says that people who fight against the nature, who create wars against the nature, and they do win. Victory means they do win, but with no survivors, people die. Who's there? Who will live? Who will be left behind to enjoy the victory? He doesn't have any survivors after the war. Any type of war, war with bombs, war with fire, war with nature, anything, the people don't survive. There's nobody to enjoy that freedom. Would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers. Those people who create wars, okay, any type of war, they will also wear white color clothes, and white color clothes means it's very pious, pavitra jisko hum kehte hain, and it will be, it is a very pure color, okay. So the people will wear the white clothes and they will move with their fellow beings, with their brothers. In the shade, doing nothing. They all will be sitting together under the shade and they will not be doing anything. Everything will be mum. That means quiet. Just imagine the sight when everybody is sitting quietly. What will happen at that time? You get mind. Your mind is free and you can think of so many things. Try it once at your home, okay? 1 घंटे का मौन व्रत रख के देखो. What happens? You will get enough time to think about yourself. What I want should not be confused. Now he says, the poet says, what I am demanding from you, please don't get confused on that. With total inactivity, life is what it is about. Life will teach you the lesson that what is life when you people will be sitting quietly. When there won't be any activity, you will be sitting quietly and you will understand what the life means to you. I want no truck with death. Nobody should go and die. Nobody should have any accident with death, okay? If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence. He says that we don't all have to be single-minded, looking in the same direction, okay? If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, we people think about ourselves only, because we have to move in life, we have to move ahead in the life, and we all are single-minded. We are all, selfish people. We think about ourselves only. We never think that what is our attitude going to do, how much harm can it create, okay? Perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Okay, he says it really needs to be thought over. This process needs to come. Okay, you all have to understand that otherwise death will come to you. You will not understand what humanity is, what type of war you people are creating against the nature and human beings. So you all have to be together, thinking about your fellow beings, thinking about your brothers and sisters. Okay, perhaps the earth can teach us, and when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. What does he say? Perhaps the earth can teach us. It's only the Mother Earth who can teach us that we all need to introspect ourselves, and then only you can feel that life is there on the planet Earth. Okay, now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Now he tells the people, he tells all the human beings, you count till 12 and just be quiet at that time to introspect yourself, to analyze yourself, that what good you are doing towards humanity and nature, what wrong you have done against humanity and nature. You need to have that feeling, okay? Don't be selfish. Create that feeling in you, okay? And with these words, I will also go, and one poem is over. In the next video, I'll come up with the question answers. Thank you.